Hello, happy holidays. Um, I just want to talk about the drone sightings in my home state of New Jersey. Um, is I think it's fascinating that it's being blown up into proportions like I've never seen about a pretty much a thing on the market that's relatively easy to acquire. Yet people are making a fuss about it. Um, I heard that reports. Some say it's from Morris County. Some say near it's near Perth Amboy in the Raritan River. Um, but I never seen these drones before. But apparently it's huge in North and Central Jersey. In the beginning, like it happened like a week before Thanksgiving, so like in November. Um, and they've been spotted all over the states and in other states as well. I think as far as Montana or one of the Middle West states. Um, but it's crazy to see how the FBI and the White House have gotten sort of involved with the FBI um, and the Homeland Security. Yeah, it's pretty weird that the FBI, the Homeland Security, and the state police are getting involved in this situation, considering it's not a major problem. I'm gonna be real. Nothing's been happening as I don't think there's like any deaths involved, any injuries, um, and even like the the air traffic control around New York City with the AFK and Newark airports, not AFK, JFK airports and Newark airports, they did temporarily close off airspace for unauthorized flying vehicles. That is weird, I must say, because these drones, I've heard that they're like big, but not big enough to like disrupt. I think they're as big as a regular sized bird, which I don't know the precise amount, but some say that these drones are up to 6 feet in diameter. That is pretty. That's not pretty big, but that's big compared to other retail drones that you just get from Target and whatnot. Yeah, these have been. I haven't seen one myself, but usually come around from like dusk to dawn, so around like 7 p.m. to like 6:30 a.m. They usually be spotted a lot in northern New Jersey, as stated.
Now, an update on the mysterious drones seen flying over New Jersey and other states on the East Coast. The FAA has now issued a temporary ban over nearly 24 towns and cities up and down the Garden State.
Nick Calloway's been covering this drone mystery and explains what this all means.
Here at drone headquarters.
Those small specks of light in the sky captivating audiences on the ground. These videos were taken Tuesday night in Mendham in Morris County. After a month of suspected drone sightings, the FAA has banned most drone flights in 22 areas of New Jersey around critical infrastructure through January 17th. The agency issued the ban at the request of federal security partners. The sudden move comes after federal officials have tried to put the matter to bed, saying they found nothing suspicious in the skies.
People are making a big deal of this. I know there's a lot of, I don't know, hysteria in the sense that that there have been reports of like in the either earlier this year or last year. Wait, what? Earlier this year or late last year, that there was a Chinese balloons, and those are actual security concerns. I do admit that was more important than this situation right now, but I think that's why people are more curious and or suspicious of these drones, because it's not the first time this 2020s that a foreign government has been spying on us using flying balloons or flying machines. So it is kind of strange to see these drones out of nowhere, like literally come out of nowhere. But I do think that it's because of the FAA lifting restrictions on people that fly drones at night, because previously you couldn't fly a drone at night, but they recently lifted up, I think, in some states, and one of the states was New Jersey. So I think maybe that's why, because if something's not being flown at a specific time for the beginning of its lifetime, like the beginning of retail drones, you couldn't fly them at night, so no one really saw them at night. You see them in daytime, yeah, but not at night. Because I've seen drone videos before this whole situation happened, and they're usually during the day or during dusk. But that's what I think happened, because all these drones just come out of nowhere. New Jersey specifically, I think my prediction is it's a very densely populated state. It is the densely populated state in the nation, and has a large population considering its small amount of territory. It's pretty big. It's pretty small, but the population is pretty big. So, and I think like a New Jersey congressman did suggest that there could be an Iranian mothership, like maybe an aircraft carrier for the skies, like sending these drones in New Jersey, because New Jersey is a coastal state, and to be fair, it is easier for Iran, in my opinion, to go to the East Coast than to the West Coast, because that's just my understanding. And so I think that's why they think Iran's behind this. Yeah, I personally don't think that's a thing. I don't think that Iran is surveying us, because that'd be pretty stupid. And honestly, I don't think they had the naval power to even launch such a mission into U.S. territory. Yeah, it's not really it's not very plausible considering the amount of strength Iran has. Like, they can't even exercise their territory, their power outside of a specific region, like more or less even outside the Persian Gulf. So if they think they can go through the Sea of Aden, into the Red Sea, into the Mediterranean, all the way across the Atlantic, and then send drones when the U.S. would have been notified ASAP after they crossed into the Strait of Hormuz. That would be, I think that's a little bit crazy from that congressman to say, because he obviously is in the military. He isn't in the military, so he wouldn't know specifically. But yeah, there's like, from some articles, there's been like 5,000 to 10,000 sightings of these. Yeah, so there's been like hundreds of sightings of these drones. Some drones that are like, why are there being reports in other states? I don't think the states should have their own drone story, because New Jersey invented it first, and I think New Jersey is the best state in this union. So I don't think states should take our lightning per se and let all states have their own. Oh, we saw drones in our skies. I'm like, no, you didn't, dude. You're just making shit up. Even the ex-governor of Maryland said he saw drones in the skies. I'm like, dude, you know how like preposterous that is. Like, that's like saying you saw like, I don't know, like a dinosaur suit, a man dressed up in a dinosaur suit on your way to work. Like, it can happen, but you probably was just making that up for your work friends. You didn't actually see something like that. Like, people say that they see stuff, but they're just trying to make a good story out of it. They're just trying to get attention. And this is all what people want, attention. That's the way of the game. That's the play of the game, even. And seeing other states, I think even as far as the Midwest, claiming they saw drones. I'm like, that would mean everything else is every other every other theory that is Iran would be out of the picture, because Iran definitely does not have the resources to go inside the country, inside the middle of the country, to have drones like one Montana or all the Midwest states. They literally have no population compared to New Jersey. Like, the chance of seeing someone in Nebraska is not as high as seeing someone in New Jersey. You walk down the street, you see someone in New Jersey. You walk on like a windy road in north New Jersey, like in the mountain ranges and the Appalachians. You probably see more people there in an hour than you do in Nebraska in an hour. So that's saying something. And so I don't think these states have drone sightings, and they're just trying to get attention from New Jersey, which, to be fair, New Jersey is the best state. It's always been the best state. It's near the best city, New York City. So I think this should be a New Jersey thing. No other reports of Chinese, Iranian drones should be in any other state, honestly. Like, that's copyrighted New Jersey stuff. I don't think why we need more states involved when it's already as good as it gets when it's from New Jersey. Like, when in New Jersey, it always makes sense. But speaking about that, like, even the governor, Phil Murphy, was even concerned about these reports of drones. And I think, like, he even posted, like, early December or middle of December that he sent, like, a letter to the government about, hey, can we need more resources to help combat this drone issue? And I think they I don't know if they agreed or didn't agree to invest more, but I hope Biden or whoever is in charge earlier next year is going to do something about that. Even Mayor fucking Adams is talking about drone sightings, which honestly New York City is an excuse and should be included in this, because it's so heavily centered around, like, New Jersey. Like, people, like, so many people from New Jersey work in New York City. Like, it's basically a second state to them. So I think, like, at least Mayor Adams gets that there are concerns of drones sightings in New York City, which is worse, because considering the what was it called? Considering, like, the two towers situation and that whole thing with airspace being interfered with, I think New York City has as much rightful concern for these drones and as was New Jersey. Like, no one else. Who the fuck cares about Nebraska? Nebraska, nothing happens there. Just wheat and farm and cows. Like, nothing really important is gonna be lost. But yeah, everything else, like these whole things about the saying, like, even like a drone was around the golf course of President-elect Donald Trump in New Jersey. Like, that's just crazy. But I think people are making it a little bit over dramatic. Like, it's not gonna be crazy. And honestly, you can prove me wrong. You can prove me wrong if there's gonna be an attack on a field, an energy field, an attack on a nuclear reactor plant, on a power plant, on a farm, on a federal building. Like, if that happens from these drones, you can call me out. But until then, I don't think this is a real deal situation that needs taxpayer dollars put into it. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you, and happy holidays.